Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Kyla and welcome to the Screaming Color Readathon vlog. I am so excited for this readathon. I have been anticipating this ever since Gabby announced it, trying to collect books for my TBR. And if you don't know what the Screaming Color Readathon is, it is a 48-hour readathon put on by Gabby from Gabby Reads on her Patreon. And each time we do it is going to be themed after a different color, and it's called the Screaming Color Readathon because, well, we are all Swifties over there. We are all huge Taylor Swift fans, and she got the idea from a Taylor Swift lyric. The rest of the world was in black and white, but we were in screaming color. Yes, please. And each time we do this readathon, she is going to pick a different lyric that has a color in it, because Taylor Swift is like hella known for putting colors in her lyrics. So this time it is green. And the way this works is there's really no prompts. The prompt is just to read books with the color theme on the cover. So this month it is green. And so we have a bunch of books on my TBR that have a green on the cover, and I'm excited to share them with you. So being that it's 48 hours, I chose some graphic novels to start with because I figured, you know what, there's no way I'm gonna be able to read multiple novels throughout this weekend. I just know myself and I know my reading speed, and like I'm here for reading like one solid book and then having something lighter, something more fun to like look at in between. So I have 3 graphic novels that I'm going to be reading during this readathon. The first one is Garlic and the Vampire. This has so much green on the cover and is one that I've been so looking forward to reading. And I really don't know a whole ton about each one of these because that's just my style. Y'all know how I roll. But hi, she's adorable. I just know it's about garlic and a vampire. All I need to know. Then we have the Seance Tea Party. This one has some green leaves on the cover and some other little green bits and bobs. This honestly like could have worked for any of the colors because it has every single color you could ever imagine on this cover. But we're gonna be reading this one, and this one is just like, from what I understand, a cute little ghost story, like a coming of age ghost story, I think. And then the last graphic novel I have is Lightfall. This one has been recommended so many times and I've seen everywhere recently, and I believe the second one just came out or is out, I don't know. But anyways, there's so much green on this cover, and like this girl looks adorable. I need to know more about her, but also whoever this creature is and his tiny little eyeballs and his cute little smile, I just need to know everything. I need to know what's happening. There's also a cat, and this just looks like it's going to be a fun adventure story. It also, like, the style of it is totally giving me Up vibes, and I'm here for that. So I'm so excited. The illustrations and all 3 of these just look so freaking adorable. So I'm excited to get to those. Hopefully I have time to get to all of them because some of them, like the Seance Tea Party and Lightfall, are a bit on the thicker side. They are still graphic novels, but still, graphic novels have a lot of words, there's a lot of pictures, so hopefully I have time to get to all 3 of these. And then the actual book that I'm going to be reading finally is The Writing Retreat. I've been saving it for this readathon because of this gorgeous lime green. I'm so in love with it. I'm in love with this cover, but also I wanted to read this before the winter is like over. I mean, technically we're in spring right now, but like, you know, there's still some wintry vibes going on, and I wanted to read it before we officially get into the spring vibes, and I just am so excited. I've heard nothing but incredible things, and the only thing that I know about this book is we are following 2 best friends, or ex-best friends, who win a contest to a writing retreat that's like a competition. That's all I know. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to dive into this. Like I said, I've heard nothing but incredible things, and I think this is a perfect time. It's just over 300 pages, so totally doable in a weekend's time. Like I said, I didn't want to pick something that was like hefty or set myself up to fail. So these are the books that I'm going to be reading this weekend for the readathon. I cannot wait. I will have a link to Gabby's Patreon in the description in case you want to join in on the next one or join Gabby's Patreon. Highly recommend it. She is always doing new and creative things over there, and I am just like, it's so incredibly worth it in my opinion. I freaking love it. I'm obsessed, and also the community of bookish friends over there is just top notch. I freaking love all of them. So it's just always a blast. It's always a blast. There's also some reading sprints happening this weekend. I believe Gabby said she's going to be doing them for like 10 hours one day, which is crazy. But like, here for it. And then also we're going to be doing some trivia, some Taylor Swift trivia, some book trivia, and things like that to just make it fun and just like have a completely interactive, fun weekend. So cannot wait. Let's just go ahead and dive into the vlog, shall we? Happy Saturday and happy day one of the Screaming Color Readathon. I'm so excited, and yes, I put on my green sweatsuit for the occasion. Will I be wearing this all weekend? Yes, because I am a pajama repeater, okay? No shame. I'm sure you all do the same. So yes, you'll see me in this literally all weekend long, but like, it's fine. It's fine. So as you can see, we had kind of just a chill morning. I did some stretching, which was so needed. My hips and my hamstrings are so sore and just tight from weightlifting. I've been on this, like, this is for another vlog, but like I've been on this whole like weightlifting, trying to bulk up journey. And it's a lot, and my body is tired. So today I took some special care of my hips and my hamstrings. I also did some foam rolling after our walk, which I didn't record, but that's what I did. And then I had some breakfast and watched an episode of Gilmore Girls, and now I'm here to give you a reading update. So I cheated a little bit, and I started the writing retreat last night because I knew that I wouldn't have as much time to finish like a whole entire book while also trying to read all of these. So I was like, let me just get a little head start, get a little ahead here. That way I know I can finish this as well as hopefully finish all of these, and I'll be happy. If I don't get to one or two of the graphic novels, that's okay. My priority is this, but I also would love to finish these as well. So, update on the writing retreat. I am into part 2, just a little bit. I'm a little over 100 pages into it, which brings me up to chapter 15, and I'm really enjoying it so far, but it's also hitting a little too close to home. A couple years ago, I went through a horrific friendship breakup. It was awful. I don't recommend. It's terrible. It's almost worse than like a regular breakup. And so like I've been through it. I know all of those feelings. I still deal with some of those feelings today. And like what Alex and Ren are going through in this like hits really close to home. And I'm like, I can really relate to that. And I'm sure it's just going to continue throughout the book. And like I feel seen, I feel heard, I can understand both sides, and I'm like, it's just a lot. It's a lot to process, but other than that, I'm really enjoying it. They have gotten to Rosa, is that her name? Rosa? Yeah, Rosa's house, this estate that she lives in. They've gotten introduced to what they're going to be doing during this retreat, and I don't want to like give too much of this book away, so I'll just keep it very simple. So what I will say is that we have a group of girls who have been picked to participate in this writing retreat by this famous author, and 2 of the girls are Alex and Ren, who are the ones dealing with the friendship breakup. It happened a little over a year ago, so we're also exploring like what happened with them, what happened with their friendship and everything like that, and like we've unpacked some of it, and whoa. And then there's also like this competition that's happening throughout this writing retreat where they have to write a full-length novel and do it kind of together. Like they're each writing their own, but they're going to help each other edit, they're going to help each other come up with ideas, and Rosa's going to be there to help and that kind of thing. And whoever wins at the end gets a book deal and like $1 million or whatever. But from everything I've heard about this book, it takes a turn and gets very thrilling, and I'm very excited about it. There's also like this history of the estate happening here too, so we're getting a little bit of that background, and like I have an inkling of where it's going to go, and I don't know if I'm going to like it. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But I'm really enjoying it so far. The atmosphere in here is incredible. The descriptions of this house are insane. I love it. Like I can picture it to a T. I also love the other women that are participating in this too. We're getting a little bit of each of their personality, and I just love how they're kind of all meshing together. And I also just really love the writing too. So really enjoying it so far. I'm excited to see where it's going to go. And then I haven't started on any of the graphic novels yet, but as you would have seen, ZD is currently taking a nap. And if you have a really high energetic dog or just kids, you know that you have to take advantage of nap time. So I think I'm going to start on one right now. I think that's the plan. I think I'm going to start on Lightfall, and honestly, I do not know anything about this, but like this cover is totally giving Up vibes. I have no idea if that's like the vibe of here, but I'm excited. It looks so cute. The coloring inside of this book, like, oh, there's someone, oh my goodness, somebody put a playing card. This is from the library. I just found a playing card in here. The 9 of Hearts. Interesting. Somebody must have been using that as a bookmark. But like the coloring here is so cute, and I'm just like, I'm excited. I'm excited to get into this. So I think I'm going to take advantage of nap time and read this. Try to read it all, maybe. I don't know. It's very long. So try to read this, and then I'm going to pick up the writing treat again when Gabby starts sprints at 2, and I'm very excited to see what's going to go down on sprints. I'll be on them like off and on. I won't be on them the whole time because I still want to spend time with my husband this weekend, and you know, we kind of have our little routine here. So, but I am going to hop on them because I want to participate in some of the trivia. Being a Swiftie myself, like I'm obviously, yes please. So that's my plan as of right now. I will keep you updated. This is going to be a very chill weekend, just reading and vibes, and like, I'm so excited for it. are crazy. We live in such an old house that like the wiring is nuts. So if you see the light flash or you see like lines on the camera, I'm sorry. I can't do anything about it. It's creepy as hell, I know, but like, here we are. Anyways, I wanted to give you an update. I am at page 200 of the writing retreat, currently on sprints with Gabby and the rest of Patreon. We have done a few rounds of trivia, which has been so fun. Gabby is so freaking creative. I'm obsessed. It's been a blast. I am not fast in my answers, but my bestie Jan is crushing it. So, very proud of him. But this book is unhinged. I don't even know what to say. I have no idea where this is going. I thought I had like an inkling, and I might still be correct. I'm not sure. But like, I also didn't know too much about like other than like the surface level plot. So really like all that is happening, and I am not going to say a word, all that's happening, I had zero idea that this was going to happen. So like, I love that because it's very rare that a thriller shocks me. Like, once I'm in it and I get the general idea of a plot, I'm usually like, okay, I get where this is going. This book, no fucking clue. And like, cool, so here for it. I also forgot to mention, which I like is something that I love about the book, is that we are getting chapters of Alex's book that she is writing. So like I said, they're all writing novels, and in between the chapters of this book, we are getting chapters of the book that she is writing while she's at the retreat. And it's really interesting because she's the one that's writing a little bit of like the history of someone who lived in the house beforehand, the original owners of the house. So it's cool, and I have a feeling it's like gonna connect in some way, but I'm really enjoying like that aspect of it. I was not planning on finishing this today, and I don't think I will because it is currently 5 o'clock. So I'm going to read a little bit more. I'm up to part 3 now. I'm not going to finish this today, but I definitely got way further than what I was expecting, so that's good. And I also read Lightfall earlier, which you saw, and I loved it. It was so cute, so wholesome, so funny. And I need to read the second one immediately because it leaves you on a cliffhanger, and that's just rude. So I put the second one on hold at my library. Immediately after finishing it, because I was like, I need the next one. I need it. It's so cute. And I also put it on my Amazon wish list because I need to buy myself a copy of it because it's so freaking cute and adorable, and I love it. So that's my reading update for now. Like I said, I'm going to read just a little bit more, then we'll probably make dinner, watch some sort of show. I have no idea what we're going to watch because we have finished everything that we were currently watching, so we need to start something new. Should probably do some research on that, but anyways, that's my update, and I will see you probably tomorrow and let you know where I'm at with this, how things are going, all the things. am about to head out and run some errands today. I have to go do our recycling, and then I am going to the library. I have a bunch of books to return, have some holds to pick up, and I figured while I'm there, I'm going to edit. So I'm gonna make a coffee, and like perfect timing because this company, JAVY, reached out to me and asked if I wanted to try their coffee, and I was like, you say coffee, I say yes. Like, I am there. I'm never gonna say no to coffee. So super exciting. They are actually a coffee concentrate. So here's what it looks like. It is in a glass bottle, which we love, no plastic. I am not someone that uses K-cups or pods. It's just not something that I like to do. I like to try to keep everything that I do as low waste as possible. So this is perfect, glass bottle, and this can be used so many times. There's 35 servings in the bottle, which is like amazing, especially for coffee. This can be made hot or cold, and this is just the original flavor. What I love about this and what I was like so jazzed about is like, it's like choose your own adventure with coffee. So it does come in other flavors as well. I believe there's a vanilla, a caramel, there might be a few other ones as well. And what I mean by choose your own adventure is you literally can like pick your caffeine level. So I'm a cold brew gal. I like my coffee strong, and I like it almost to be like a little bit bitter because I like to sweeten it on my own. But I just like strong coffee. And with this, the serving size is 1 to 2 teaspoons. 1 teaspoon has 80 milligrams of caffeine. So if you do 2 teaspoons, it's a little bit more. I do a tablespoon, you guys, because like I said, I like my coffee strong, and I feel like that's up there with like cold brew level. And this is a very like mild coffee flavor. Like this is like your traditional iced coffee flavor. It's so good. So I'm gonna show you how I make mine. The first thing I'm gonna do is start some cold foam, because I make everything into a latte. It's just how I operate. And cold foam is like my obsession. So I'm gonna put some oat milk creamer in my frother, cold foam it up, and then assemble my coffee. Alright, so I have my cup here. I'm going to put some ice in there. So you can use water or milk. I use water as my base because I add the cold foam on top. So I have just 8 ounces of water here. So I'm just gonna put that in here. And then you just add the concentrate. It's so freaking easy. You do have to refrigerate after opening. And like I said, if you want like a super mild, or you're just doing a smaller serving, just rock with a teaspoon. If you like it just to be a little bit more, or you just want like a little bit more of like a nudge in caffeine, then do 2 teaspoons. If you're like me and you're like, you need a kick in the ass, do a tablespoon. That's just, I like my coffee strong, okay? So, just putting it in here. Do a little stirry stir. And then, I like me a hazelnut latte, so I'm gonna put some skinny syrup in there. And then I like to sweeten my lattes with coconut sugar. I just feel like it tastes the best, so I just have some coconut sugar in a reusable jar. I like a teaspoon and a half of that. Do a little mixy mix. Then we're just going to add our cold foam, which is like the prettiest part. So let's do that together. And that is it. I'm gonna put the top on, do a little mix, It's perfect. It's like the perfect, like I said, it's not as like bitter as a cold brew. It's like the perfect iced coffee flavor, like you were just brewed at home. But you have it in this nice little bottle, so it's good to travel with. Like I said, you can pick your caffeine level. It's eco-friendly. It is sustainably and ethically sourced, which like we love to see. And like I said, you can do hot or cold, which are like amazing, freaking amazing. It only has 5 calories per serving, no added sugars or anything like that. I'm freaking obsessed. I cannot wait to try more flavors. So if you want to give it a whirl, they did so kindly give me a coupon code to share with you guys. So I will have it linked in the description as well as on the screen here, where you can save 20% off your order. This isn't sponsored, but I do get a little bit of commission if you do order with my code through my link in the description. So if you want to check it out, it would mean the world. It's an incredible way to support a small creator like myself and get your hands on some good coffee. I promise you will not regret it. Again, the link will be in the description as all of the information that you need. And yeah, thank you to JAVY for sending this to me. I literally, dreams come true. Color Readathon has come to a close, and I'm here to give you an update on my reading because I didn't do it yesterday as I was finishing books. You know, I was just in the zone. I was in the reading zone. I didn't want to interrupt and stop and collect my thoughts. I was like, let me just keep reading and then do a little wrap up for you. So let's talk about the 4 books that I read this weekend, which like I'm really proud that I was able to get to all of these. I wasn't sure, and granted 3 of them are graphic novels, but still they were pretty hefty graphic novels, so pat on the back to me, very happy. But first we need to talk about the actual novel that I read, The Writing Entry. Oh my goodness, this was her debut novel. And I don't know how she's going to top this, because this is how you write a thriller. Oh my goodness. This is the kind of thriller that I have been seeking out for months and months and months, like reading thriller after thriller, hoping, wishing it would be like In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, or They Never Learn, or just like those all-time good thrillers, at least in my opinion. And this is like top tier right along with them. So good. I have nothing bad to say about this, like literally nothing. It's 5 stars. I don't have anything bad to say. Like, I can't critique it in the slightest. This book, you literally do not know what is going to happen. You do not know where it's going to take a turn. You don't know which direction you are going. Are we up? Are we down? What is happening? It's just chaos, and the chaos just keeps on coming, and it's unhinged, and it's crazy, and I know that some people do not enjoy like an unhinged thriller, but this is like done in such an impeccable way that like I really think that most people will enjoy this. And if you say that you predicted the twist in here, I do not believe you. I do not believe you. I know that you could have like your suspicions of who was involved and that kind of thing, and like that's well and good, but there is no way. There is absolutely no way that you predicted what was going on there. Like absolutely not. It just, no, absolutely not. And if you did, you're literal genius. Literal genius, because this took so many turns and so many like, I just felt like I got whiplash like every few pages or so. It was like, oh, now we're here. Oh, now this is happening. Oh my God, now this is happening. And like, what is going on? And then that last chapter, are you kidding me? I cannot. And like I already said, I already feel like seen in this book with like the friendship breakup and dealing with that, and how that all wraps up, I think is actually very true to like what would actually happen in real life. And I just think that was so well executed. I loved everything about it. I highly would recommend it. Like I said, it is unhinged. You do have to like suspend your belief a little bit, but also like not really. Not really. Anyways, 5 stars, freaking loved it. Definitely pick it up. And then I did read Lightfall, which I already talked about a little bit. This was so cute. Kat is one of my new favorite characters, like, of all time. And I also love Bee. She is just... she's so precious, and like I just want to protect her with everything in my being. And the way this book talks about anxiety and like what that feels like and how it's illustrated is so well done in my opinion. This was just like a good cozy story, and I just like had the best time while reading it, and I cannot wait to read the second one. And then yesterday I read The Seance Tea Party by Ramina Yee, I believe is how you say her name, and this was adorable as well. This cover, like, I'm obsessed with it. It's so cute. This is like a little wholesome ghost story, but also just goes so much deeper than that. It talks about anxiety, it talks about growing up and what that feels like, and also talks about being like your most authentic self and just owning that, and also like your inner child and not losing that. And I just felt like this talked about so many different topics in such a fun, wholesome story. It was cozy. The main character, Laura, is like I believe her birthday's on Halloween, but she loves Halloween, and like I need this chick's wardrobe, okay? Like, yes, I know she's in middle school, but like her sweaters are so cute and I need them immediately. Like, I need to go online and try to find them because they're adorable. I do feel like this read very young, so bear that in mind if you do pick it up. It is a middle grade, and I felt like this was the first middle grade where I was like, oh, you're a middle grade. Like, some of the characters don't feel that way, or it's just like a cute fantasy story where you have other characters that aren't human, so it just you can suspend your belief a little bit and, you know, suspend your thoughts around that. This, I felt like, because it's humans, did feel very young. I can't fault it for that because obviously it is a middle grade. It's supposed to be young, but for my adult taste, it was a little bit young. And I'm not rating these the graphic novels because I'm still so new to them, but I will say, like, if I were, this would probably be just a little bit of a lower rating because of that. I felt like at times, like, I was way too old to be reading this, but I still enjoyed it. I still thought it was fun and cozy and just cute overall. And then last night in bed, I did read Garlic and the Vampire, and like, stop it. She is so cute, and I love the vampire in here, and I love Carrot. I love this. This is just like cute, wholesome, cozy. Like, I just have nothing bad to say about it. It was adorable, and I cannot wait to get my hands on Garlic and the Witch because that just sounds so cute, and like I need more of these characters. Also, I just freaking love that Celery is like the salty one of the group. Like, he was just cold and rude, and like, it's funny because Celery is like salty and he was salty and I just thought it was so funny and so cute. I have nothing bad to say. Like I said, I loved it. I also loved that they covered like so many different like stereotypes when it comes to vampires, and like obviously it would be the garlic that goes after a vampire, but there's also so many other cute little things that are like woven into the story. And the vampire's name is Count, which, like, so obvious but also hilarious, and I just really enjoyed my time. So I'm having a great time with graphic novels right now. I had 3 winners. If I had to choose a favorite, it would definitely be Lightfall. I just had the best time, and like I said, Bee and Kat, like, I just love them, and I also just love the illustration style the most out of this one. I just think it was so incredibly well done. Overall, an incredible Readathon, a 5-star, some incredible graphic novels, and I'm just so happy to have finally read it and to have participated. Thank you so much to Gabby for putting this on. Like, seriously, this readathon is so freaking fun. The trivia was on point. It was so fun, and it was so funny to see like how fast people were typing their answers. I like sat back and watched for a lot of it. I participated too, but like for a lot of it, I was like, I know that I'm not going to be at like the top of the board here. But she had so many good questions around books, around Taylor Swift, of course, and it was just incredibly well done and well executed. So I freaking loved it. So shout out to Gabby. Thank you so much. And I just had the best time with all of my bookish friends and such a good reading weekend. And that is it for this vlog. So I hope you enjoyed it coming along with me this weekend. It definitely will not be the last kind of vlog like this because we are going to be doing this readathon multiple times. So I'm excited to see what the next color is going to be. Who knows what my TBR will be like, but stay tuned. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are not already so you do not miss any of the fun stuff going on. Turn on the bell so you never miss a video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!
With you and I, the future is bright.